you? You okay? Good to see you. How are you?
Not too bad. Just to let you know, we are going live out at the moment to some of our customers, just so you know. Just in case you say anything you regret.
No, I won't. No, no.
You're fortunate.
I don't think so.
Are we all right there, Sarah? Yeah. Well, first of all, can you tell us how you felt whenever you were invited to be part of tonight?
Yeah, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was just in tour rehearsals, and because I'm on tour at the moment, so my manager texted me and said, "You've been invited to sing at the Coronation." I was like, "What? You've been asked to sing?" I was like, "You're joking me." So yeah, just honoured and humbled to be here. Yeah.
And what is your family and friends then?
They were just like, "Are you winding us up?" I was like, "No," because I don't know if it was April Fool's at the time, but I think they know what I'm like. I'm a bit of a prankster. And they were like, "You are winding us up." I was like, "Mum, I'm not winding you up. I'm actually going to be singing at the King's Coronation." She's like, "Oh my God, this is incredible. Can I get a ticket?" I was like, yeah. So I've managed to sort her, my mum, my dad, my sister, my nephew's here today. So pretty special.
Well, can you tell us about what perks there are to being a performer at this concert, or what perks you've enjoyed so far, or what might be happening later on tonight? Or
I mean, obviously tonight I get to hang out backstage. They're going to have a sort of a dinner's reception, after drinks reception, I don't know what you want to call it, but in the castle afterwards. So we're going to go in there, have drinks, have food, mingle, and there's only a selective few that have been invited out of all of us. So yeah, it's going to be lovely to get to meet some of the royals, I get to hang out and see what it's like in the castle. I've never been in there before, so that's going to be awesome.
What are you most looking forward to? Grabbing a chat?
Any of them? No, I mean, I've met Prince William before. I'd love to meet Katy. Obviously, I've met them at an event many years ago. Obviously, to meet the King would be pretty awesome. Just to be here, like I said, I'm, just really excited about the whole thing, the performance, and you can hear already how loud it is out there, the crowd. It's going to be a really special night.
Well, what is the atmosphere like so far whenever you've been out there, you saw the audience?
Well, I went up on stage earlier just to get some photos of Windsor Castle, and yeah, I mean, there's been people queuing since 8 or 9 this morning, so it's going to be, like I said, crazy atmosphere, I think. And I think it's just a great night of music. There's so many incredible people out here singing tonight, so I can't wait to see it all myself. Once I've performed, like a fan, I'm going to be backstage watching everyone else do their job, do a fantastic job, and yeah, it's going to be good.
Well, did you watch the Coronation yesterday or see bits of it?
I only saw bits of it because we were here and we had to do our own rehearsals and stuff, so I only got to see bits of it, but it looked spectacular. It looked amazing. So
best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much. I can't wait.
Thank you very much. I love your outfit.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Hello. Please do not swear. Oh, hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You both look fantastic. There are two super suits.
Thank you. Yeah, we didn't coordinate, but it's
no, we didn't. But they go well.
Really
They go
good.
well
Yeah.
together. Yes, they do. And look, me and you go quite well.
Yeah.
It's a shocking thing. Me too.
Well, can you tell us how you feel about being involved tonight and how you felt whenever you were asked?
Well, I feel hugely honoured to be part of such a historic moment. I mean, just watching it on the television yesterday and knowing I was coming here to Windsor Castle, that as a backdrop, and it's just incredible.
It's the stuff that dreams are made of. I think for all of us, jaded professionals and amateurs alike, all of us are swept up in Coronation fever.
Yeah.
And our choir, 300 people who never thought they'd be here, it's magical. It's magical.
Yeah.
Well, how did you decide what songs would be chosen? How does that
Well, this
work?
was Gareth's.
Well, we drove round Croydon, listening to
Yeah.
a lot of songs. We featured, we did about 20 songs.
I think we went through a lot of Disney songs, a lot of classic songs,
Yeah.
and then Gareth came up with this.
Well,
Emily
I just went. There was a long list, and it had to be a song that was about hope and about the future. We've had such a miserable winter. I've had my heating off for months, and I'm cold, and I need a nice warm day like today, and the sun's out. We can look forward, hopefully, to a new era.
Yeah.
Well, there's such a mix of performers tonight, old, young, and same, I suppose, in the crowd as well. It'll be such a mix. What do you both think is what do the public think of the monarchy today? What do they think of how it stands in society?
Gosh, that's a really big question. I don't know if we've got time
Wow.
to answer that. I personally felt thrilled for Charles that it had finally happened for him, because obviously 70 years his mother was on the throne for, and when I look back, I think she probably did that on purpose to do him a favour so that he could enjoy his life as as duty-free as possible, and now it's his turn to take the sword in the orb and get on with it, and I think he'll make a great king. He's very forward-thinking. He talks about sustainability. Everything that he's stood for is now a fact of life.
He was largely
he was so
laughed
ahead
at,
of his
wasn't
time.
He
He was laughed
and
at.
now he's not.
Yeah, and he has the woman that he loves by his side. Of course, we all still think about Princess Diana. She was the queen of our hearts and always will be. But Camilla was by his side, and I think together they will do a great job.
Yeah, I think not only has he been proved right on many topics that are now dear to our hearts. As a musician, I'm really excited because he's so passionate about music. Those music choices yesterday in the ceremony were first rate, really wonderful sort of breadth and depth of music making that we have in this country, and so I'm excited about that. The Queen was a great supporter of the arts, but I think Charles, I'm particularly happy because he plays the cello, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
it's a good
he plays
sign.
several instruments actually.
He's very musical man.
Yeah, there's been lots of chat about the musical choices in the
it was incredible.
among other
Yeah,
performers.
it's brilliant because there's some really popular stuff that we all know, and then all the other sort of posh stuff that we've never heard of. So I think it was something for everyone, which is brilliant.
I'd heard of it.
Of course, because you're an educated man. Then there was Andrew Lloyd Webber's wonderful moment,
Yeah.
so it was perfect for everyone.
Joyful.
Yes.
So just one last question, which was in my head, and now I think has maybe left. Where is it gone? Oh yes, so it's back. These have both probably met the King, I'd say, a number of times. Has there been any particular memorable meetings with him?
I've had a couple. I was dressed up as Prince. I opened Shrek the musical in the West End, and I was Princess Fiona. So I felt like, as a princess, I met my proper prince.
I know.
Except I wasn't. Yeah, neither of us were
One day
green.
my prince will come. Literally, here he is.
Exactly. So that was wonderful.
My moment was that I performed at the Royal Variety Performance in front of the then Prince Charles, and my backing track went completely wrong and slipped, and the whole thing fell apart. And it was the worst ever performance I've ever had in my whole career.
Oh, no.
For years, I wouldn't use any technology, and I'm hoping that I'm going to lay that ghost to rest this very night.
Oh, so you will.
Wish me luck.
Best of luck. Enjoy it all. Enjoy your night.
It's a lot
Thank you
of
so
Northern
much.
Irish choirs as well tonight. So,
It was there.
Yeah, we've literally got choirs from across the United
Absolutely.
Kingdom. Something for everyone. It's brilliant.
Great. Look forward to it.
It's going to be good.
They're
It's
going
gonna
to be amazing.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because I said you'll grab me, so I was like,
Thank you for association here. Just to let you know, we're going to like and if you want to just stand about here. That's it. Yep. Perfect. Let me just get myself sorted.
okay, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. So do you. Your suit and your hair, everything, your necklace. Love it. Just for the purpose of sound, can you state your name?
Oti Mabuse.
Thank you. Is that okay? Great. So can you tell us how you were feeling when you were asked to be part of tonight?
I was really, really like, me? You want me to do this? And surprised, but also it was an honor. And I was like, oh my God, it is a moment of history. And to be so close, I would have never in my life imagined to be so involved. And you speak about these things with your family and everybody's like, yeah, go ahead, do it. This is incredible. So that's how I feel right now.
And did you watch the coronation yesterday?
Yes, I think the whole world watched the coronation. Yeah, it's all about culture and continuing. There's a legacy, and everybody watched. Everybody was talking about it, and it's just something that in this day and age we've never witnessed. I've never witnessed a coronation, and to see this whole procedure in live, it was like, wow, honestly.
What do you make of the whole British pomp and pageantry and the way things are done in ceremonies like yesterday?
I honestly feel that culture is something we all have to look after, and it's important that everybody embraces their culture, and looking on to other people and seeing what they have built and seeing what it means to everyone is just another another reminder also that our culture, to just keep it going, and all of these things that we sometimes might feel that are not important, that they are important, because we need to pass it to the next generations to come. So to really be awake and aware of where our culture is going, that was a kind of a reminder, because in honesty, everybody wants to see also their culture and say, oh wow, I wonder how this would look like in South Africa, and so on. So it was just another reminder to embrace who we are as individuals and celebrate the king.
And do you think people in South Africa would have taken much interest in this weekend's spectacle here?
I think it's a world. I've spoken to people from America, everywhere, and everybody's watching. Everybody's interested. It's just one of these things. South Africa is part of the Commonwealth, so yes, there is an interest there. There is a common, how do you say, connection. Yeah.
And what are you most looking forward to tonight?
Tonight, I'm here with family. My sister's here, and we're at a party. So I'm looking forward to the performances. We're dressed nicely. We're out here, and I'm just looking for a good family time with friends and seeing great artists there and being a part of the ceremony.
Lovely. Great. Well, enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sure.
Can you tell us how you felt whenever you were...
Sure, wherever you want.
Perfect.
Sure.
Thank you. Can you tell us how you felt when you were invited to be involved tonight?
Just overjoyed and really excited to take the stage, honored, and now that I'm here, it just feels really surreal. Like being on the grounds and having Windsor Castle as your backdrop is a dream. I'm singing a song called Reflections from Mulan, a Disney song, and I feel literally like I'm a Disney princess on that stage. Yeah.
Well, did you watch the coronation yesterday or see bits of it?
I did. It's remarkable to me, you know, because we don't have that back in America to see it. And I particularly loved his prayer. I'm a strong woman of faith, and I thought the prayer was really beautiful and full of service and grace. And I loved that part. And it was crazy to see just the crown and everything. It was amazing.
But a lot of Americans love the pomp and pageantry of everything here. Is it something that you think a lot of people wish they had in America?
I mean, we're certainly, you know, not old enough to have that. Actually, I'm part Hawaiian, so I believe our state is the last state who had their, was the only last state to have a monarchy there. So we had our late Queen Liliuokalani, who was our last queen that I really truly admire and look up to as a beautiful songwriter and musician. So we had that. So when I go home to Hawaii, we have that Iolani Palace and everything. But yeah, so it's very special. Like my friends and family we're all freaking out that I'm here.
Well, just one last question. Whenever you meet the king tonight, have you thought about what you might say to him?
I don't know. Maybe something about the song, because I'm singing a song called Reflections, and I really relate to the song, and I think a lot of people out there will relate to it too, and even he will. So,
well, enjoy it. Best of luck, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, this is the Associated Press. Hello.
Non li capisco.
C'è la telecamera, quindi io dovevo scansarmi. Allora, io sono italiana.
Ah, perfetto.
No, perché mi dice stai lì, ma
Sì,
meno male sei italiana.
Ma allora parliamo italiano, meglio, no?
No, Andrea, Purtroppo siamo...
No, ma io...
Sì, siamo un pool di agenzie internazionali, Andrea, se le posso fare una domanda, un paio di domande in italiano,
va bene.
e qualche cosina in inglese, va bene?
Va bene.
Ok, in italiano, allora, in un castello, una cosa, un evento specialissimo, come si sente?
Ma è assolutamente un evento speciale, perché se si pensa che l'ultimo è stato fatto negli anni 50 e il tempo che è passato parla da solo, quindi ci sarà la partecipazione di tanti dei più grandi artisti del mondo, quindi io sono estremamente onorato dopo tanti anni di carriera di essere ancora qui. Soprattutto per me questo significa il grande affetto che il pubblico inglese ha per me e che io ricambio cercando di fare il meglio che posso.
I reali, Re Carlo, cosa?
Sì.
cosa rappresenta per lei?
Ma per me è il re di un popolo che mi ama, che mi stima e al quale ricambio questi sentimenti.
So, are you nervous about tonight's performance? How do you feel?
No, per ora no. Per ora no, perché I'm not nervous because basically I must sing only a song with my friend Bryn Terfel, so for now I'm not so nervous.
Tell us about your song. I read that it's a special request.
You'll Never Walk Alone, it's a very famous song there, especially here in England. Yeah.
How do you feel about singing this song? It was a special request, I understand.
It's a song that I love very much because I recorded also this song in my last album called Believe, just because, I like it very much.
This is a very inclusive event, very diverse. How do you feel? Is there a message in being here, all these artists together tonight?
I think everyone will do his best because in all the world, in every part of the world, people is watching this program tonight. So it's very, very important.
Thank you. And good luck. Buona fortuna. Thank you, Salah. This is the Associated Press. We are full of agencies.
Are you a swimming pool of agencies?
Sorry?
Are you a swimming pool of agencies? Or just a pool?
Oh, that's both. So, you are attending this amazing event. Tell us about your performance.
Why are you here?
Yes, that's a question for the audience.
I've been working with the King for many years on his project SMI, which is an incredible bringing together of business leaders and really trying to all put the planet first and the environment in business. And so I'm here, I think, to represent the fashion industry and sustainability.
Okay, and this is an amazing platform to launch messages that reach a super wide audience. So in a nutshell, what is the message?
Really the message is we are here to celebrate Mother Earth, we're here to celebrate all of our creatures, all of us here, co-inhabiting the planet and a coming together of all of us, and really I think no matter what your belief system is, that really we should all share in the desire to protect the planet.
In your career, in your life, when did you woke up to realize how important it is, sustainability, environment, protection of?
I grew up on an organic farm when I was young, so I knew very early on, and we were vegetarians all our lives, so we always had a deep respect for Mother Earth and for all of the creatures. So I knew from a very early age that I had respect for the planet and for all of our fellow creatures, for sure.
Okay, do you feel special to be here? I heard you're nervous. Tell us, what are your emotions right now?
I'm excited and I'm nervous, but you know what? I'm going to try and just go with the flow and not take it too seriously, and just, it's a celebration, so I'm just going to try and be proud.
Thank you, Stella.
Thank you.
Associated Press. Thank you for talking to us.
Wonderful. I feel like we met before somewhere.
We did?
Yeah, maybe. Your face looks familiar. But,
I'm Italian.
You're Italian.
And I'm a journalist with the Associated Press in Rome.
Did we meet when I was in Milan?
Maybe. I
At a
did
concert in Milan. That's Sony.
Years and years ago.
Yes.
I like your outfit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. This is a chap called Joshua Kane.
Okay. Why did you pick this color? Can you tell us?
I picked the colour for a number of reasons. I love this colour, and also it's a different colour to the orchestra. They're going to be playing in a colour, and I want it to be in a different colour. And it's also such a big stage, and I thought, why not be seen? So I think I'm seen in this colour. Do you think so?
Yes, you stand out.
Yeah.
For sure, it's a beautiful color. And it's very also, demands of sea, nature, forest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which goes with this concert,
It
right?
does. It does.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
Tell us about yourself. How special is this moment for you?
Yeah.
And how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling great. It's a very special moment. For me personally, I feel that, when you're sort of training and studying, and this is one of those times which I call it a pinch me moment, where you just have to pinch yourself to check that it's all real. It's so thrilling, so exciting, and it's such an honour as well. So I'm absolutely delighted, really pleased.
Tell us about your performance. Can you give us some things?
Yes, so I'm going to be playing something on my own first, something that some people may know, and then I'm going to be segueing into something very different. So it's going to be, there's like an arc to the performance, almost like an emotional arc that I think will take people on a journey, and it has special meaning as well. So it's something that's really special. I think it's going to be a really amazing moment in the show.
Are you nervous?
No, I tend not to use words like that because I don't find that they're very helpful. So I sort of try to drill down into exactly what I want to do, which is to meet the moment with purpose and energy and love, and that's the spirit that I want to exude, and that's the spirit that I'm going to hold on to.
As an artist and as a normal human being, you're special, obviously. But how does it feel to be in a castle, the king and queen, and the celebrities? Most of them you probably know.
Yeah.
How does it feel? I mean,
it feels. It feels like you're sitting in a movie, because I was sitting outside of my chalet, whatever you call it, just on the, and I was literally just casually drinking a glass of water, watching everyone. Oh, it's Katy Perry. Okay. Lionel Richie. Okay. And it's just kind of like it's surreal, is how I'd describe it. And I'm having as much fun as everybody sitting out there in the auditorium. Just looking forward to, taking in all the sights and sounds and the smells as well. This is the first time a concert's taken place here, so this is unusual to be on these hallowed grounds. And to hear this music, to hear the place rocking, to hear Windsor Castle rocking, is really cool. Really cool.
Do you have a message for this audience then?
Yeah, get ready. Get ready and have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Good
much.
luck. Ciao, ciao.
Thank
Ciao. So, hello, we are Associated Press and a number of agencies in Pool, international. So, suddenly here, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm excited to be on stage. I had no idea I was going to be doing this until Thursday, and yeah, I've just been kind of learning the song, and yeah, we did a rehearsal yesterday, and it's good. It's really,
So, are
really
you
cool.
ready? How was the rehearsal?
It's good, yeah.
You feel ready?
I feel ready, yeah. I've been. It's awesome to play with, you know, a massive orchestra. It's something I don't really do very often, and I think there's something about, you know, playing with so many other musicians that it just makes the moment more special. Especially Alexis French, who's an incredible musician and a lovely guy as well. Yeah, to get to play with him is a real honour.
What about the place?
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. Yeah, I quite like it.
It's like a breakout. How do you feel? I mean, it's surrounded by
Yeah,
royals and celebrities. How does it feel?
Yeah, it doesn't quite feel real. But yeah, I'm trying my best to take it all in and try and be present and enjoy it, because these moments don't come around very often. So that's what I'm trying to do.
And what about the whole event? How do you see it? It's all inclusive and diverse, and it's, you know, it's a special. It's not only a concert. How do you what is the message according to you, and you are part of this message? How do you feel about it?
So I can only speak on the kind of thing that I'm involved in, and the song choice and the whole part of my performance is to do with the environment, which I know is something that's very important to the King, and so it's also very important to me. I've been vegan for the past 6 years, and one of the biggest reasons of that was to do with the environment, and so I think the song choice is perfect for that, and also to just be a tool in furthering that message, that the environment is something we all do have to care about. That's really important to me as well.
Tell us about your song. Give us some.
Yeah, so it's called "Don't You Forget About Me." It's by Simple Minds, and actually, I'll be honest, I've never heard the song until before Thursday. So I've been kind of like frantically just listening over and over and practicing. But actually, just listening to it and kind of digging into the lyrics a little bit, I think it's actually perfect for what that moment in the show is all about. You know, let us not forget that we're all on this planet together, and you know, what one person does, it affects everybody. And, yeah.
How did you feel that when they called you? Tell us about this phone call.
So they said, you know, don't get your hopes up, but there's a chance you might be playing at the Coronation concert, and obviously I did get my hopes up, I'll be honest, as you would do if you got that information. And then I think I was actually in town when I heard that I was gonna be playing, and they sent over the backing track, which was it was meant for Freya Riding, who's an incredible artist as well, and so it was a lot higher. And I happened to be right next to the Steinway piano shop, and so I actually went in there and I was like, okay, can we do it in this key instead? Just luckily I was right next to the shop, and yeah, they were able to, and obviously it was a bit annoying maybe for Alexis, who'd rehearsed it in one key, but yeah, he was awesome, and to be honest, everyone working on the music side of things have been amazing. We put it in my key now, and yeah, I'm just super excited to play it.
Meet the King, what will you tell him?
If I was to meet the King, I think I'd be speechless. I don't know. I'll just say thank you for allowing me to be part of history and part of such a big day for you, and I think this is, yeah, it's just a big honour for me to be included in this, and I'm very grateful.
Enjoy and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. What's your name?
Maria, and I'm Italian.
Okay, Zach. And
Zach.
my DNA test said I'm 39% Italian also.
Really? It
Yeah.
shows? Blue, perfect. Record.
Nice one.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What a wonderful dress.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. It's so kind. Thank you.
Amazing. How did you choose your dress?
Oh, well,
So beautiful.
thank you so much. It's a collaboration between Anamika Khanna, who is a couture designer in India, who's a very dear friend of mine, and Emilia Wixton, who's based in the UK. And so the fabric is from India and the dress is made in UK.
It's amazing. Inspiring.
Huh?
It's the colors and
Thank
the
you so
birds
much.
and
Thank
inspiring.
you. It's nice.
It's
Summer
in-
is coming.
It's like in tone with this event tonight, right?
Yes. And my wonderful stylist actually thought of this dress. Yeah.
Perfect. So tell us how you feel about tonight.
Well, I'm very happy to be here. The energy is great, and there are a lot of people who are watching this live. So I'm happy to be here.
You're a little bit anxious and nervous.
No, I'm just happy and excited, and I think that should be the energy for the future.
And being a castle, meeting royals and lots of celebrities, most of you whom you know. How does it feel?
It feels nice to meet different people. It's always interesting to meet different people from different walks of life. It always enriches me, for sure.
Tell us about your performance. Are you ready?
I am ready. It's just very sweet and simple. I'm just introducing the Commonwealth Choir and Steve from Winwood. It's a very simple thing. I'm happy that it's a simple thing.
And so the message, there is a huge message with this. It's not only a concert, of course.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about?
I think it's about diversity and the world coming together, and I think it's very current, and it is the need of the day to kind of encourage that.
Okay. And you have a message for the audience, sitting down and watching it. What?
All you need is love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Enjoy tonight. Bye. Hello. You're getting tired already. I'm sorry. We are Associated Press. We're in a pool of agencies, it's and others, and Reuters and PA.
Yeah.
And so, you're here. How does it feel?
Yesterday's been quite a roller coaster because I sang in the Coronation as well with a number of my colleagues. So as you noticed, classical music was very evident throughout the ceremony, which was incredible. To hear pieces written by Handel in 1727 or pieces written for the Coronation in 1953, King Charles had really mapped out that geography yesterday to such a standard. It was incredible. And I was pretty calm, I was comfortable, I was singing Welsh for the first time in such a wonderful service, so I was flying the flag of Wales. And now here in Windsor Castle, something totally different. So,
tell us about your performance.
well, I'll be singing a duet with Andrea Bocelli.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, so we'll be singing a piece from Carousel by Roger Hammerstein, the wonderful "We'll Never Walk Alone." So of course it's got incredible connections with football teams in Scotland and here in Britain, namely Liverpool. So yes, we've worked out a nice duet, hopefully, and people love that song. Great. Yes.
Are you satisfied?
Yes.
Ready for?
Yeah, it's just an absolute pleasure to be with Andrea all the time. He's so passionate about music, and opera is his forte. He will play arias and quartets and duets on the piano before entering the stage. He constantly sings. And I don't think you can stop him from singing. And it's nice that Wales and Italy can have a duet on the stage again.
It's another historic moment to the two of you together.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to be in a castle doing this?
Well, you know, I come from Wales, so we have many castles built by the English and, of course, by the Welsh. So maybe this is nothing new for me, but the whole occasion is pretty spectacular. And we've got good weather.
that's a plus, right? After yesterday.
Yeah.
And the audience, if you have, what kind of message would you like to send to your audience tonight? Obviously, it's a worldwide audience. It's going to be live everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you like to tell them?
Well,
it's more than a concert,
It's
right?
just the importance of music that we have, especially in Britain now. We've gone through some terrible times with cuts for our industry in the arts. So I think King Charles is paving the way forwards. And I think this kind of evening, of course, we'll have the Royal Opera House Chorus here, the Royal Opera Ballet, and Olly Murs is here singing, and Lionel, Richie, myself, Andrea Bocelli. It's going to be a magnificent concert once again. Really looking forward.
Then good luck and enjoy it if you can.
Thank you.
Will.
First of all, I have to ask you, what was it like to be in the Abbey yesterday for the ceremony?
It was surreal, okay, because I'm watching it on the screen, and then as I turn to my left and right, I'm realizing, wait, I just saw myself. To be there was just a surreal opportunity. It's history. And you're standing in the middle, and sitting in the middle of history. Amazing.
Well, what did you think whenever you got the invitation, first of all, and then also the call to come and be a part tonight as well?
Well, the answer, no matter what you had planned for that day, the answer is yes, right away. And then the second thing that comes up is you start thinking, well, wait a minute, what am I going to wear? And then what's the prop of this, and what's the prop of that? And then you can't call any of your friends to go, let me tell you what just happened, because it was yet to be a secret. I just think I froze for a moment to think, well, I can't be being punked. In America, we'll do something like this as a joke. And then I realized it was dead serious. How honored am I? It's an honor. It's every 80 years maybe, every 90 years, except for the Queen, who just took it all the way to the end. But, I mean, this is amazing.
Well, in terms of song choices for tonight, did the King request anything specific, or did any of the other members of the royal family want you to do anything?
Now, I got my request list. Now, who it came from, I have a sneaky suggestion that it came from the top.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
So will there be, will the crowd be dancing on the ceiling tonight, do you reckon?
Everyone thinks that, huh? You little sneakies. Everyone wants to know. I can't reveal. It's a royal secret. You understand how that works. But I can tell you there are two popular songs of mine. That's it.
Well, I'm sure you've met the King before.
Oh, yes.
And if you do meet him tonight, what do you want to say to him, or what do you want to chat about after the concert?
Well, I know that everyone is taking this as a very solemn moment, and it is a very serious moment. I had a chance to really speak to him. He is so happy, number one. And on top of that, he's funny. So he's kind of taking the mickey out of it and saying, I mean, tonight we're going to, same with you, we're going to dance on the ceiling. What are we going to do? But he's really looking forward to it. He's throwing a party. Think about that. This is unusual. I understand this has not happened this often where you have this kind of a thing after the big one. So I'm very happy about this. He's very loose.
Americans love the pomp and pageantry, don't they? How do you think this whole weekend, the spectacle has hit at home?
Well, there are two groups. There's one that they love the pomp and circumstance, and then there are those that like the loose and party. And I think he's going to give you both. Because you couldn't get any more pomp and circumstance than yesterday. That was, whew. I mean, when the choir started playing, and then I realized that's the choir and the symphony and and the organ, pipe organ. I mean, it was really wonderful. Tonight is the celebration of, I should say, for the rest of America, between New York and LA. This is what they would understand.
As one of the performers, can you give us a little insight into what it's like to be among the performers? Like, what sort of perks have you had, or will you have maybe after the concert?
Well, I'm going to tell you what this is, truthfully. If there's anyone here who says they've done this before, they're the oldest people we ever met in our lives. None of us have ever done this before. This is a first time ever event for me. And King Charles and I are the same age. So when I say this to you, that I'm sure he has not been here before, and I have not been here before. So tonight is going to be one of those celebrations where we're actually going to see it and witness it together for the first time. And then I must say, I'm stepping into history. Tonight is historic.
And finally, just what sort of king do you think Charles will be going forward?
I think he's going to bring a new flavor. And I'm going to say this to you honestly. A lot of people don't know this about him, but he has an amazing sense of humor. that we haven't seen yet. So I think we may in the future see a little bit of a glimpse of that. And of course, inclusiveness is going to bring in a lot more of the world faces that you'll see. So I'm sure as time goes on, I'll be very excited when he opens this wonderful reign up to the rest of the world.
Thank you very much. Best of luck tonight.
I
Enjoy.
will need it.
Not at all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was it, huh? That was it. That didn't hurt a bit. You told me it was going to hurt.